Indian women are the world champions. Yes, you are hearing it right. After 3 final appearances in 2005, 2017 and 2020, the Indian Under-19 women's cricket team won the first ever ICC Women's Cricket World Cup at any level on 29th January 2023. India became the team to win the inaugural Under-19 Women's T20 World Cup by beating England by 7 wickets, who were also on the hunt of adding another inaugural World Cup to their laurels. Shafali Verma also not just became the first Indian woman captain to win the Cricket World Cup but also became the 6th Indian captain overall to win the Under-19 World Cup. Also, this was the largest Women's Cricket World Cup in terms of the number of participating nations. So far, the 1997 World Cup hosted by India had the previous most participating teams, 11, and in this World Cup there were 16 teams. 11 teams were the full member nations and the 5 teams were the associate nations. So, India both hosted the largest World Cup as well as they won the largest World Cup. In the final game against the unbeaten England side, pacer Titash Sadhu gave the first breakthrough by dismissing opener Liberty Heap. And the spinners continued the wicket fare. Off-spinner Archana Devi didn't just scalp the most important wicket of England captain Grace Crevens, but also took a spectacular one-handed catch to dismiss the dangerous Rihanna McDonald-Gay, who was on 19 of 24. No bowler of India went wicketless and bundled out the solid English batting lineup in just 68 runs. So India were just 69 runs away to win the first World Cup. In the all-important chase, there were some nerves after the way England defended their total of 99 runs and clinched the nail-biting 3-run victory over Australia to reach the final. So when Shafali and Shweta Shehrawat got out cheaply, there were some jitters. But Gongadi Trisha and Soumya Tiwari, who have been criticized for their not-so-attacking approach, they showed their importance when it mattered the most. To win the championship, you also need batters who can hold the innings together on days like these. They stitched the most important partnership of 46 runs, and batter Soumya Tiwari owned the glorious moment of hitting the winning run. The celebration with holding the tricolour high, Captain Shafali's tears, what made us all emotional. These are the days when a nation wins. Shafali aptly said, "India, this win is for you." It was the day for the girls becoming from being nothing to being everything. It was the day of the stories of the players from Unnao, Howrah, Shiliguri, Rohtak to be celebrated, to grab an entire page of newspapers. So many families, the local coaches won on this day. The founding figures like Shantaranga Swami, Diana Adalji, the torchbearers Mithali Raj and Jhulan Goswami, and many others, their selfless contributions won on that day. It was a triumph of Indian women's cricket. But talking about these pioneering figures, head coach Nooshin Khadeer is also one of them. She was the part of the 2005 World Cup where India reached the final for the first time against Australia in South Africa. But they lost by 98 runs and Nooshin was the last wicket to fall. So it was a great redemption for coach Nooshin. From that despair of not winning the World Cup to winning the World Cup, being the coach of the Indian team is an incredible story. This is the circle of life. And she hasn't lost any tournament as a coach since November 2019, which is a historical feat. Indian senior team currently don't have a head coach and WPL is around the corner. It will be interesting to see where we are going to see her next. Standout players for India. Shweta Shehrawat definitely leads the chart. The highest run scorer of this tournament with 297 runs with the brilliant average of 99 and a strike rate of almost 140, including 3 brilliant 50s. She has a huge potential to be the highest priced uncapped player in the upcoming WPL auction in the first week of February. Leg spinner Parshavi Chopra, who ended the campaign being India's highest wicket taker and the tournament's second highest wicket taker with 11 wickets. She took 9 out of her 11 wickets in the last 3 do-or-die games. certainly a top leg spinner to watch out for, and I won't be surprised if she finds her place in the senior team sooner than later. Left-arm orthodox Mannat Kashyap and pacer Titash Sadhu have also been very consistent with the ball in the entire tournament. They missed out in the first game where India conceded 166 runs against South Africa. After that game, in almost every game they played, they bowled in tandem in the power play and gave early breakthroughs regularly. Titash, being the lone pacer, had more pressure and responsibility on her shoulders to give Team India a good start, and she gave in the all-important final where she dismissed two of the England's main batters, Serene Smale and Liberty Heap, for just 6 in her 4 overs, and she is taking forward the legacy of another tall, legendary Bengal pacer, Jhulan Goswami. Mannat scalped 8 wickets, whereas Titash took 6 wickets for India in this World Cup. Also, one has to praise how BCCI worked in building a strong pathway till this World Cup for the under-19 girls. Several camps have been organized on a zonal basis and then at the National Academy in Bangalore since mid-2022. And after that, under-19 girls played 2 domestic tournaments of the under-19 T20 trophy and the Challengers trophy among the bests. After that, international challenge came. West Indies and Sri Lanka under-19 teams toured India to play the quadrangular series against India A and India B. And India played their last home series against New Zealand development side in Mumbai. The last preparatory 5-match series they played against the hosts South Africa in South Africa, so they got the most amount of preparation than any under-19 World Cup team. BCCI also injected the experience by roping in Shafali Verma and Richa Ghosh in the squad and appointed the most successful domestic coach currently, Nooshin Khadeer, to the support staff group. Before the World Cup, Mithali Raj, and before the final, India's most successful track and field athlete, Neeraj Chopra, came to the Indian camp to boost their confidence, and he stayed throughout the final match to cheer the girls up. I mean, who couldn't be a better person than him to motivate these girls before a nerve-wracking event like a World Cup final? So yes, this World Cup is truly the fruit of the proper planning and investment done by BCCI. And BCCI now has also announced rupees 5 crores prize money for the players and support staff for winning the World Cup. And they are to be felicitated at the Motera Stadium, Ahmedabad, by Sachin Tendulkar and BCCI office bearers on 1st of February. So just ending this video on this note that if the Women's Premier League needed any advertisement, they couldn't have a better advertisement of women's cricket to the masses than winning a World Cup. Also, with the Senior T20 Women's World Cup in February, it will be a huge motivation for them to repeat this feat. Also, the advantage will be that they will be having the 2 world champions, Shafali Verma and Richa Ghosh, in the team. That's it from my side. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel.